Make sure you soften that inside hand. Okay, go ahead and make a square. Good. Really nice. Whee! That's a little too sharp. And see, when you do that, it's because you get too much outside rein. Now you need to go to the wall there because the whole horse was out of position.
I'm sorry, I felt that. Yeah.
So you still got the horse in reverse arc. Go to the wall. There you go. Now see, you made one bad turn here, and then you got that horse in the position where his shoulder was down and his head to the outside, and then you just kept doing the same behavior, so you needed to, there you go, right to the wall if he leans. Okay, that was okay. You're still using way too much outside hand and not enough inside hand. This turn needs to be with the inside eye, so you can see the inside eye, just like you're spinning. Like that, there you go, but then you got to turn. Now you just bent him. This hand movement should be the same as if you're doing it on the circle. There you go, that was better.
I'm bending him.
Yeah, you're holding on to the outside rein too much. So whether you're getting him stuck like that or he's sticking himself like that, but the behavior you're doing is just making it worse. Just make a circle now so you can get his shoulder, there you go, get his shoulder picked up. There you go, that's okay. See, now he's in the right shape, so he's relaxed. Now try to take him into the square and keep him more in this shape so you don't overdo his shoulder the first thing. So inside rein, there you go. Ooh, that was better. Still a little too much outside hand. It's because you need to pull harder with your right rein because it's so stiff on this side of his face.
Okay, I need to work with my left leg there.
Well, your right rein more and the little bit of left leg. Here you go. Stop for a second. Just,
more difficult than I thought.
yeah, just let me do it for you once so you can see it on the video.
Yeah.
Just jump down. I just do it for you so you can see. If I can get up here. Way. Okay. Now, when he goes straight, he should be straight. But when he turns, he should look just that much. Okay? So what you're doing here is you're moving this hand too quickly without helping with this hand. And then you just drive your leg in him.
Take one and bend him.
Yeah, exactly. So you bend his head this way and you shove him down over that way.
I don't work with my other hand to compensate for the bending. But I shouldn't bend so much.
Well, what you should have here is that when you do this turn, it doesn't matter where you do it, is that your hands move like this so that his head goes to the inside at the same time. And it's a little bit harder on this side because he tends to hold his head a little bit to the outside all the time anyway. And then he's really dropping a little bit too much, so you got to make sure you help just a little bit with your inside leg at the same time, so it's not so much outside leg. So now I'm on the circle. Now I'm going to go straight. See, already there he starts to drop his shoulder a little bit. So I just take him to the wall and then go again. And like when you're doing this, if he starts to cheat you a little bit, you can just change, like we said earlier, just change the pattern just a little bit. Yeah. Oops. Whoa. So actually, because he's a little stiff here, what I did was, and this is something I'm not sure if I'm right or not, but that's what I'm doing to get past this, is that as I get to the spot where I want to turn, I take just a micro, I touch here and touch here. That makes that bending movement. So I actually bend him just a little bit before you do the turn. Exactly. Now we should be able to do, like if we do the other side, where he's not stiff, then it's no problem to do the movement correctly because he's really easy to get to flow this way. So, and then, like I said, when you're working with horses, you have two separate categories. One is problem solving and one is training. So this is when you have so much stiffness in one side, if you work with that stiffness, then it's actually problem solving more than training. So that was all I did there. Was I just took, just right before I got to the turning spot, I just took and touched him here and bent his head. See, he does that. So, and then I can follow through and do the turning movement.
A little bit before the turn.
Yeah, exactly. You just tell him I'm going to do it. And again, that's not so important because this is an exercise.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do squares at a show. We do circles at the shows.
Yeah, I know, but I must be able to do circles.
You should be able to do circles and squares. Yeah, exactly.